All right, Jordan, you're back in charge. I just had to quickly do a little bit of a project management on the back end there, move some things to the backlog, mark some things as completed. Good sprint, everybody. Good sprint.
Oh, why? Why? I'm working an actual day after this shift. I can't believe you do this to me early. Come on.
I can't believe you've done this.
I know a few folks that are. I'm sorry that this is not going to work for Matt because I actually know this doesn't work for Matt, but I know that Serge and I in particular can talk about this, and I believe Ashton for sure as well. I'm not sure about the other one. Shift's opinion on roguelikes.
Ooh, I love Rouge. It's my favorite color.
They actually say Rouge-like in the challenge, so well played. Well played.
I actually just got into a new one a little bit before Desert Bus. I think it's called. Was it called Robo Quest?
Oh, the one that you and Adam were playing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one looks sick.
It's super fun. It's just it's in early access. I can't remember what it's called, but I think it's called Robo Quest, and it's a first-person shooter roguelike, and it's just super fun. Like it's just a super fun, quick-paced FPS roguelike that you can play co-op. So highly recommend checking it out if that's something that sounds of interest to you.
Star Wars Rogue Squadron was very good, and they should have more games like that.
This is specifically asking us to recommend roguelikes? Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
It's just saying opinions on it, and you know what? Let's turn that into if you can recommend a roguelike to chat. What would you like to do? Because we can talk about opinions on it until the cows come home and then have to restart the run because they died. But let's do a recommend.
like single player roguelikes. I can't do. It's a lot of fun multiplayer, but like zero progression is not my thing. So like I'm very heavily into roguelites, but roguelikes are too much for me. I'm gonna steal Hades so nobody else can. Hades is great. You should play it.
Yeah, I'm currently playing Hades, or I don't know. I don't know how, like, it's hard to know like how far you are, like whether there is actually like what you're actually trying to, your objective is in it, and how far you are away from completing that objective. But I've been playing Hades and I'm enjoying it a lot.
It's very good. Art's great. Music is great. Like it's a super giant game, so everything's great.
But yeah, I agree definitely with Ashton though that the progression is a lot of what I like. The kind of, I definitely like the kind of the setup where it's like you will eventually get there. Like, you know, you don't just have to like wait for a good roll or whatever. Like,
also, I wanted to
there is something that you're carrying between runs that will eventually get you there.
And if rogue type games are usually a lot for you, Hades has a very good accessibility option that you can turn on, where every time you die, the difficulty gets reduced a little bit until basically the difficulty matches whatever level you're at, and that can be turned off at any point. So you can just go back to the default. It's a very good system for this type of game, and I liked it a lot. So if you're just wanting to get through the narrative and look at the get all those pieces of story, because it takes multiple runs to progress in the story, that's not going to slow you down.
Serge, do you have one?
Oh God, do I ever? I don't think there's been a better game in that genre that's come out in the past couple of years than Slay the Spire. It's a deck builder, like a drafting style roguelike game, and it added a lot that other people are doing in terms of like pathing and card selection, and just mechanically it's very, 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 very good. One of the few games I have that I have like 500 hours in, or something absurd like that. I not only bought it on computer, I also bought it for Switch, so when I travel I can keep playing it. And then there's maybe a slightly different answer, but there's two RTS games. I mean, the main one is They Are Billions, which I would
that
call
game is good.
Sort of like Slay the Spire. It's a game that's informed a new genre, but it's an RTS. It's a pausable RTS game. where if you played StarCraft and all you wanted to do was be the Terrans and make a fort and survive waves and waves of Zergs crashing against you, that's what this game is. It's very good.
That's a very good descriptor.
Yeah. So yeah, They Are Billions, Slay the Spire, and there's so many other excellent games in the genre. Loop Hero, Dead Cells, but yeah, Slay the Spire and They Are Billions.
I was realizing that, of course, another roguish game, roguelite, I guess I would call it, that I played a whole ton of is Deep Rock Galactic.
Oh yeah.
Which we played on stream a few times. Is the your dwarves mining stuff and things, and
Yeah, that looked like a fun multiplayer.
yeah, it's
multiplayer
fun. Most of the stuff that I played has actually been single player, which is quite fun as well.
Oh, cool.
It works both ways.
I didn't know there was a single player.
Yeah, well, when you're single player, you get a little robot assistant called Bosco
Gotcha.
that helps you out, and you can totally play it single player. And I've cooled off now, but for a while I was doing like I would do like a couple run or like a run or two per day, and I found it's like you wouldn't think a game about like going around in dark caves and being attacked by waves and waves of horrible insect monsters, but it was like weirdly kind of relaxing. Just be like, I'm just
Like you
kind of
have
like
a task, go in and do your task.
yeah, I'm just kind of like chilling in this cave and doing some stuff and building things and blowing up all these spider monsters.
All right, and I'll finish this off very quickly. I kind of like roguelikes. You might have guessed by this first background, or the second background, or this third background.
Wait, which is the second one?
Oh, this is Hades.
Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. A little bit of a spoiler there.
If you don't say it, it's not. Surge. Yeah, I like roguelites in particular. Lately, I've been playing a lot of Undermine, which is something I got from Surge.
Oh,
which is
heck
fantastic.
Yeah. Great game.
Top-down, very Binding of Isaac-esque style, but it's very good. It keeps getting big updates. It's good stuff. Darkest Dungeon, I'm not going to talk about that. Darkest Dungeon is great. It's punishing, but it's great. And then Enter the Gungeon is the obvious one that everyone expects me to talk about, considering this built my Twitch career. All of it was built on this game. It's a very, very, very good roguelike with a lot of heart and just comedy in its enemy design and in its writing, because every weapon in the game is a reference to something, either a fictional piece of media, books, movies, other video games, sometimes music, or like a concept, and it's just very well written. It's very good. Can't recommend it enough. It trends on the more difficult side, but I definitely have found that folks that stick with it always get rewarded with it. In terms of slower stuff, FTL is a classic that take at your own pace, pause a lot. It's great. Thanks for everyone espousing love for the Rogue games. There's several challenges that are just Ashton.
That's because you highlighted it. You're like, there's not much Ashton in here, and then everybody submitted an Ashton thing. Oh, I thought it was you. Surge did. Yeah.
So I'll complete this one called Ashton. Because Surge was upset, Ashton, this is complete. Ashton, ellipses. Ashton,
awesome.
Ashton, complete.
My name's going to lose all meaning in my head.